Hello friends and welcome back. It's Astro here, and today we're playing some more Prison Architect in our maximum security prison. Here it is in all of its awkward, poorly laid out glory, but look, it's fine. This is a work in progress. It's what this game's all about. It's, you know, you're never going to get things perfect right off the bat, and if you do, well, good for you. Good for you. But you know what? I like the challenge of buggering things up quite badly and then trying to patch it up later on. So one of the things that that I noticed last time is that we've got our flashing indicator up here on our prisoner list, which says, hey look, we've got one prisoner that's unavailable to be assigned to a cell, and I believe that that's probably because we don't have any we only have normal cells. We don't have any solitary cells, right? So there's nowhere for these guys to go if they've been a bit naughty, and that's a bit of a problem. So what I was thinking, now I was thinking that we could go about this in two ways. We could either, you know what, I'll just unpause the game and I'll let these guys have their lunch because they're probably a bit peckish. So I was thinking, you know, we could build it down this way, and so with the exception of this, you know, this boiler at the bottom end here, so we could build it down to here, and then we could have a row of solitary cells that face out onto the yard, which would be nice. You know, they could see all the other guys having a bit of a, you know, game of kickball or whatever it is that they do. So that could be good. The other thing I could do is build it into this section here. I mean, we're going to extend this southwards. So this would form... I'm hearing... Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Why are you guys naked? I mean, really? Is the food that bad? Alright, well, look, you guys... Okay. She's injured and on break. I mean, to come in on break and take a pounding for the team, good on you. You know, whatever your name is. Guard. We can see his needs now, which is nice, but he is super pissed off. Oh man, we've got to get that staff room built. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? Here's how we're going to plan this. We're going to need a staff room, right? So we're going to need this staff room to be like 7 by... What are these ones? 8 by 9. Right, so what I'd like to do is have one here that's also 8 by 9 as a staff room. And then this 8 by 9 section here... Right next to the staff room, this can be our solitary area. So we can have like lots of little cells like this. Oh, look at this. Right, and then a double door here leading into that. And Bob's your uncle. That'd be great. Okay, cool. So now all we got to do is just extend these foundations, and they were concrete foundations. We'll extend them out like this. Right, and we'll let it knock down that wall because we don't want that wall anymore. And oh, I just realized that's a potential security hazard, what I've just done there. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's just cross our fingers that no one escapes. And in the meantime, we're just going to quickly run all the way down. Oop, there we go. 1, 2 gap. Alright, and then we'll run this all the way across over here. And then we'll go 1, 2 gap from the edge. Oh, there we go. 1, 2. And, oh. Stuff it. There you go. There's a fence. This is already underway though, which means it's already compromised, but we'll just cross our fingers. Oh look, they're all asleep. They're in their cells. Awesome. Oh, we've dodged a bullet there. Whew. See, this game, it can be nice and thrilling sometimes. Okay, so when this staff room goes in, we want the guys to come down through here. So right after they've had a busy day of being on break and beating the crap out of people in the break room, we want to be able to just stroll down here and just pop in for a can of soda and a little relax on a couch, right? So, and I keep... Look, We'll turn that off now, so we don't forget it again, because look, I've built all these bloody lights in here, and I don't want them. I want to place my own lights, thank you very much. Okay, so that's done. Now let's get, so we're going to get rid of this wall here, right? We're going to have a new wall here, and here. A new wall here for the guard room, and then these cells, and they're going to just be like one wide solitary cells, because stuff them. Alright, so that's that taken care of, and we'll pop some lights in here where we actually want them, like this, and this, and this, and this. Dink, 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 dink. And then we'll have... I don't know, I reckon we're going to need some in these corridors a little bit, right? Just pop them on the left-hand side. Oh, look, that lines up there. Good. And then have some lights in the staff room. Lovely. Okay, we should probably think about popping some metal detectors around, but we'll come back to that in a second. Okay, so staff room's going to go here, so we can pop that in now. There it is. Right, and this will help us with our staff well-being. Boom. Right, there's our staff room. And in there we need a wide sofa and a drinks machine. So wide sofa. I'll just pop that. You know what? Let's have them like in the middle. Just look at this. They can sit down and have a little chat. I have a drink machine up there, and we can pop some more stuff in later on. But maybe we can give them a telly and an arcade cabinet and all that sort of jazz, to keep them happy and healthy and all that sort of jazz. We'll pop a staff door on the front, alright, because we don't want prisoners in there. Okay, so that can... Yeah, here we go. See, it's already kicking off. Lovely. I think they could do... You know what? I'll pop a serving table in here as well. I've possibly made this a little bit too small. Yeah, look. I'll just bung a serving table here, and they can grab their, like, sandwiches and stuff and sit at the couch to have their food. Might even put some chairs in later on for them, but we'll see. We'll get back to that. For now, let's have a look at our little solitary block. Right? So we go to rooms, and we'll go solitary. Here, 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 and here. They're going to need a toilet. I mean, they don't need it, but... Yeah, look, it's best. They won't get wildly upset if they're able to at least, you know, do their business. And we'll need a bunch of these doors, which are $500 a pop. Goodness gracious. Cool. And then, last but not least, we're going to need some pipes. And we've got some water here, so we'll just run it to here. And then here. And we'll link it up like that. So that should feed off. Is that just a small? I'm not sure that'll quite have the reach. Actually, I think it runs out even there. So you know what? We might just bring this large pipe down. Because this is all fairly secure here. Like, there's not a huge risk of people digging into this. And we'll connect that up like that. Beauty. I think these guys could probably use a toilet as well. Just pop a couple of toilets in the corner. And hook them up. And that way when staff come down to do their, have their break, they can pop in for a little poop as well. Good. Okay, great. Well, all of our sleeping beauties are tucked away. What is this box? Can we just... I don't want to... Oh. Just magically... Oh no, it's just gone out of line of sight. Okay. So now we have our staff room underway. And it's building rather slowly, so I don't know what all of our workmen are doing, but that's fine. So staff wellbeing initiative is what we're currently working on. We've got our staff room on its way. Cool, no worries. Have at least 5 guards without assigned duties. Well, that's fairly easy considering we don't actually have any way to assign duties at this stage, but we do need a couple more guards just to get us up to that limit. One more. 9 guards so far, which is that's a lot of guards considering we only have 16 dudes in this prison, but hey, they're max sec. That's... Why is that? Oh, okay. Nope. Oh, it keeps turning itself on and off. I think it must be when one of the guards goes on break, it counts them as being, that's an assigned duty. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... See, I don't know. I guess we'll find out later. And ensure that none of your staff are exhausted. Well, look... That is going to have to wait until this starts doing its magic. And the guys can come in, have a little sit down, and just, a little regen session to just recharge the batteries and, yeah, get them back up to speed. Hey, Jesus is here. Oh no, it's Adrian Webb. What are you doing, Adrian Webb? Just chilling? Good on you. Okay, cool. So that's that taken care of. Solitary's underway. I suppose that next... Yeah, see, here's the solitary problem we were looking at. And we've got 5 staff members. Right. I think the next thing we need to do is groundskeeping and then hire a gardener so we can get the prison maintenance one out of the way and get another 5 grand up our sleeve. More money is better. So maintenance, groundskeeping, you can do that. Excellent. And warden, I think that you should... Oh, see, right. Should have done this a while ago, because this is the one that unlocks food logistics and all that sort of guff. So we'll get that underway. Great. And we've got our security unlocked here, so we could probably get our chief in. So we'll repaint this room, which we had to unpaint last time because of the psychologist who decided that no, this was his office. Stuff you. And where is he? Here you go, Chief. Off you pop. Chief's office. Bish bash bosh. So that's sorted. So now, once he's online, we should get access. I think we still need micromanagement so that we can do our patrols and all that sort of jazz. Cool. Okay, so let's open that for you guys. And you know what? We're going to move this door. Do I have another large... No, I don't. Okay, so let's just dismantle this one temporarily. It's going to cause a problem because it's going to mean that these offices are now open. So if anyone decides to riot, they can come out and murder number 1, which is probably not the best. But we'll dismantle that. I'm going to replace that here, right? And that'll mean that I can then allow prisoners to get into the cleaning cupboard and do some cleaning. And then we're going to pop the visitation section either in here and we can wall it off, or maybe it'll just take up the whole thing. So you walk through visitation to get into the... No, I'll separate it. I'll separate it. That's fine. Ooh. Yeah, no, I'll separate it. Cool. So that means that we're going to need to go like this. Now, this is a brick wall area, so we can keep the brick wall motif going on here. And we'll have, like, in the middle-ish. It's hard to do a middle when it's an odd number, but we'll have a large jail door there. And then... Oh, I'm hearing... Oh, these guys are going at it again. Get him. Smack him. There you go. Okay, so... This is starting to highlight, because this keeps occurring around lunchtime and people keep getting upset. First of all, I need to get some way to better, like, control these guys. So let's get the chief here to start figuring out... Okay, well, I want to get down to tasers. But I think that deployment is probably going to be better up front. And then intelligence, and we can, yeah, but we can work our way down through the armory into tasers, because I think that just having their batons at the moment, I mean, it's causing a lot of injuries, and it's just, It's not the best. I mean, you don't... who wants to smash someone with a stick? You want to shoot them with a tiny filament of wire that makes them then lose all muscle control, right? That's way more fun. Okay, so we'll get that cracking. While that's occurring, we shall... so that door is done. Great. So we now have one large jail door here, and we can replace that. You know what? We'll pop that there. And we'll just have a normal door on this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says, knowingly. He hopes. Good. So that's that. I have a couple of lights in here. Opposite corners. Lovely. And this is going to be a visitation room. Like that. And we are going to need some visitor tables. Like this. And one in. And there we go. It's a bit of a funny layout, but look, at least it's kind of symmetrical. Yeah, well, let's see. Cool, so that's done. This is still building along. These guys have got some sandwiches and some chips and some... It looks like they've gone hard on the fresh fruit, which is great. They're being healthy. They're taking a poo. See? No, it's bladder and bowels. He's pooing and peeing at the same time. That's just charming. Are you going to wash your hands before you go back to the kitchen? I hope so. Good. So that's taken care of visitation. So that should sort of... wait, did we have the grant for visitation? Grants. Visitation rights. Oh. Click. What do we need for this? We need that. A common room. I don't want to build these clowns a common room. Far out. And a pool table and 2 TVs and 5 phones. Alright then. Alright, you know what we're going to do? What we'll do is we'll just grab the common room here and we'll plonk it right across the bottom. Right? Separate those out so they can have their food and they can stroll down here and go. Alright, so we're going to want a pool table. Right there. Lovely. We're going to want some phone booths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to back. Right. Lovely. I think that they would probably enjoy having a bank of chairs like this. And then we'll pop in a... Is it TV? Yes. Great, so you can all crowd around. Oh, we'll give you a big one. It's not that much more expensive, right? Nice big telly. There you go. I'm pretty sure oh, shit. Alright. So look, here's how we're going to roll this. So this one, plonk here, and this one, plonk here, and they can have 2 different programs. That's fine. I could have put them back to back, I suppose, but look, that's fine. That'll do the trick. Good. And another fight is breaking out somewhere. Tim Bennett has... Oh no, someone's made it out into... Oh, bloody hell. Is this Swatton? No, that's Mundy. He's just punched Andrew he's punched Swatton's... Where's Swatton? Swatton's knocking it. There he is. He's just chilling. Like his old man's getting dragged past unconscious. And he's just like, yeah, just having me bacon. I miss my family. Of course you miss your family, mate. He's just gone to the fucking infirmary. Bloody hell. Some people. I mean, jeez. Anyway. Right. So that has taken care of visitation. Good. Common room's been somehow dealt with? Huh. I managed to have completed that without actually completing the build on these objects. That's pretty impressive. I'm not going to complain. I think... Okay, so this door, you guys can go through. Thank you. What's next? We're going to need to get our deployment underway very shortly. So we've only got 50 minutes on that to go, so that's good, and then an hour on that. So we should be able to start deploying guards into the visitation room. And then... I mean, visitation room at the moment is fairly critical because that's where a lot of stabbies is going to happen. And we've got a light that's not got power here. So we'll just stretch this down a little bit. A little bit of extra power for the bottom end. How's our generator looking? It's not bad, but we're approaching the limit. I'm going to have to put some more capacitors in shortly. Okay, so we've still got all sorts of horrible stuff going on. I think next episode when we come back, we'll see if we can finish off this staff wellbeing initiative. Hopefully the staff will all... None of your staff. That's going to be tough. I'm not sure quite how we can get around that. Oh, and hire a gardener. Did we complete... We can do that just before we go. Cleaning approved? Great. Let's get a gardener in. He can clean up all of this stuff out here. Where are you, gardener? There. Boom. Go and trim... We'll get 2 of them. Go and trim the hedges, fellows. Clean all of this stuff up. You know, mow the lawns, rake the leaves. It'll be nice. It'll be lovely. Cool. Alright, well, until next time, thank you for watching, and bye.